Williams will take this into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
The home of the Eagles here in South Philadelphia. Good to be in the booth with my partner Greg Olsen. I'm Mike Tirico. Welcome, and Greg, this is one of those that's worthy of prime time because wide receivers love the spotlight as much as any position group in the league. And we got two guys who shine under the lights here tonight.
And I think where it's going to be really fun and get interesting to watch, Mike, is in those critical situations. The game's on the line, third down, red zone, gotta have it moments. There is no mystery. Both these sidelines, they know exactly where the ball's going, and they're just going to say, I dare you to stop them. These are two prime, elite wide receivers in the National Football League. Night game, prime time, they're looking to put on a show.
So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So that Cowboy offense takes the field, ready to go to work for the first time. They are led out by a man who's done this now for a long time. Their veteran quarterback.
Every team stresses it all week in practice, Mike, as they're building their scripts and they're delivering their team message. You want to start fast in the NFL. Playing from behind is a nightmare. You can't come out flat and allow the opposing team to strike first. They understand the importance. This opening drive, they feel really good about the plays they have tabled. They really feel good about the week of practice they had. Now all that has to come together, start fast, and then see if you can sustain it for 4 quarters.
How about 25 yards to start the drive? First down. Play action now. Prescott. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Second down, Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
He'll try to run for it with Williams. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they get 5 on 3rd and 2.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. It's another run here for Williams. And a nice tackle in the open field limits the gain to only 1. Here's 2nd and 9. A shotgun snap for Prescott. Pass brought in by Ferguson. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
3rd and short. Prescott. He's got it at about the 8. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. They've got it. It'll be 1st and goal after a pickup of 21.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
On the ground, it's the rookie from UT. And he will dive into the end zone. Touchdown, Dallas. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Not going for two, they'll kick the point after. He knocks it through, and the Cowboys will take a 7-0 lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Here's Smith to return it. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. So the Philadelphia offense set to take over for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
Sometimes we can make NFL football so complicated, Mike. There's different schemes, the personnel, different approaches to how to play the game. But when it all comes down to it, the best teams in the league, they simply just find a way to win. It might look different week in and week out. It might take 40 passes or it might take 40 runs. It could be a shootout or a slugfest. It doesn't matter. They are comfortable operating in all situations, and man, all you got to do, like Al Davis said, just win, baby.
Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
On 3rd down, here's Hurts. He'll look underneath here for Barkley. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they don't necessarily even have to see the running back in the check down. They can just feel him. It allows them to keep their eyes downfield, allow their tight ends and wide receivers to continue to work open. In this case, nice job by the quarterback getting that ball in his hands and letting him do the rest after the catch.
They run out of the gun with Barkley. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. We are through 1. It's the Cowboys with the early edge. And we're back in Philly in a moment. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. That's over the middle, complete to Brown. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need, but really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do.
Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. The Cowboys have it. In the pocket, looking to throw the ball, but the defense was looking right at the ball. They knock it away and come up with the turnover.
Mike, we see so often a quarterback is so focused, keeping his eyes down the field, looking for one of his receivers to work himself free, that they lose track of where the defenders are. And I think that's exactly what happened here. The defender closed on him quicker than he might have thought, knocks the ball loose, creating the takeaway.
The Cowboys offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. They've got the lead, and they'll set forth trying to build on it. They're going to do that with excellent field position. And he's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Now a second down throw for Prescott. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he'll be taken down.
Talk about a thing of beauty. Mike, did you see how many tight ends were on the field on that last play? They call it 13 personnel because there's one running back, 3 tight ends, 1 wide receiver. So everybody on defense is thinking run. They catch them off guard a little with the pass, and they take advantage of it with a big gain downfield.
A run on 1st and goal. Down to the goal line. No signal. Is he in? They'll say it did not break the plane, but a real solid gain on 1st and goal. Now here's 2nd and goal. Prescott now. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Now, Aubrey for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Cowboys move out on top, 14-0. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Here's Smith to return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Eagles offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. He connects downfield to Dotson. And he's going to take this one all the way. 72 yards. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
They'll line it up to kick the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Eagles are on the board. It's now 14-7. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. On the return, here's Turpin. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Prescott. The open man is Tolbert. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Well, so often we see quarterbacks standing in the pocket, holding it, seeing if they can create something downfield. Well, not that play. That play was simple. Snap the ball to the quarterback, spit it out into the hands of your receiver, and let's see what he can do.
Now Prescott. That's caught by Lamb. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
He's got his big tight end, Schultz. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Second down and 3. To the air again, Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Again, Prescott to the air. Got a man, that's Tolbert. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Prescott again. Off he goes. That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their second, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. To the left side, caught by Lamb. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. Kicking time, the field goal unit out for the Cowboys. This from 45 yards away. Aubrey's kick is good. And the Cowboys build their cushion to 10. It's now 17-7.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
Thanks, Mike. Welcome to your Sunday Night Football halftime show, where the Dallas Cowboys are up over the Philadelphia Eagles 17-7 in our season opener. Dallas wasted no time marching downfield on their opening possession. Rookie running back Jaden Blue powers into the end zone from 7 yards out. That's how you establish the run early in the game. Eagles' first possession. Murray comes right up the A-gap and puts a lick on Jalen Hurts. Defense there to recover the fumble. That's an opportunistic defense creating chances for their offense. Prescott wasting no time finding Turpin for a quick 2-yard score, and just like that, 14-0 Cowboys with the first half winding down. But here's where Philadelphia showed some fight. Jalen Hurts drops back and sees Dotson breaking loose and fires a deep one. 72-yard touchdown strike. With still time left on the clock, Brandon Aubrey knocks through a 35-yard field goal to put them up 17-7 at the break. It's been a physical first half, and now it's all about second half adjustments. Can Philly slow down the Dallas defense, or will Prescott keep things rolling? The second half kickoff is just moments away.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They find themselves down 17-7 as this drive starts 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
Once the quarterback leaves the pocket, the hope is that it buys him a little time to allow second reaction from his receivers downfield. What he's not accounting for is the speed of a lot of these defensive ends in the league, Mike. He closed that distance a lot faster than I think the quarterback anticipated, and he comes away with the sack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. A run with Barkley. And a good, hard run. He would not be denied. Surging forward to pick up 8.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
Here comes the Eagles punt team. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The Cowboys offense ready for their first possession of this second half. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, trying to add to it. It begins with 1st down. And the drive begins with a run by Williams. Big run here. He's tackled beyond the 35-yard line.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
On 1st down, right back to Williams. And the defense was ready for him this time. Did not have the same room to run. That one's no gain.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
He'll look to throw. He's got a man open. That's Tolbert. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They run over center with Williams. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's a 2nd and 6. In motion, Lamb. Here comes the jet sweep. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down. They'll look to throw. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So, 3 quarters now in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 1st and 10. Hurts to throw. He's got his man Brown. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here.
He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
That's a prototypical coverage sack. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick with the ball. The quarterback has no chance but to extend the play. Look for something late developing downfield. That was all the time this front needed to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
That'll be taken in by Barkley. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
They're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
A big play there on 4th down. Good for an even 20. So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. They've got all 3 timeouts left, but need to score quick. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. This one complete to Bryant. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the 2nd half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
Hurts again. That's caught. It's Xavier Worthy. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here. as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock. They come up for 2nd and 2. Man in motion is Smith. Again, Hurts. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And he goes out of bounds at the 3, and from there it's going to be 1st and goal.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or...
That one taken in. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Well, that was step 1. The offense did their job, get this thing back within 1 possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
Here's Elliott for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Eagles are back within 6. They've got just the 2 timeouts remaining, so they'll line up and take their chances right here with an onside kick. Inside the 40.
All right, good effort, just doesn't work out, but it's not over. Remember, they still got 2 timeouts in their back pocket. They've got to use them quickly. They've got to get 3 stops, force a punt, and see what happens when the offense gets the ball.
The Cowboys offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll have a short field looking to build on the lead. 1st and 10. Now Prescott going to make the read and keep it himself. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Second down and 8. A give, and here comes Williams. And he'll get this close to a 1st down. Gets about 7, maybe a yard short of the 1st down. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. They'll go again with Williams. And he's going to have the 1st down. They'll mark him at the 29, but it's a new set of downs. 1st down picked up.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the 1st down.
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So it's a win here for the visiting Cowboys. A bit of a surprise, this one on paper. You figure this would have been a difficult assignment, trying to win away from home against a team of this caliber. No problems, though. They find a way to get it done. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Philadelphia, good night.